Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to dig into something pretty amazing: the hidden science behind a simple human touch. We'll find out how it can unlock some really profound relief, especially for seniors. So, yeah, let's dive right in. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, I want you to think about this for a second. We live in this world of super advanced medicine, right? But what if? What if the answer to some of the toughest parts of getting older, that constant pain, those sleepless nights, what if the solution wasn't some complicated new pill, but was literally right at our fingertips? Okay, so to really get why this is such a big deal, we need to first understand the problem we're trying to solve. Let's take a look at what many people face, what we can call the senior struggle. Look, for millions of older folks, every single day can feel like a battle. And it's usually against two things that are totally linked: chronic pain and just not being able to sleep. And we're not talking about a small ache here or a bad night there. No, this is the kind of stuff that just wears you down day in and day out and really truly takes a toll on your quality of life. But here's the good news. In the middle of all that difficulty, there's a solution that is incredibly simple, but also incredibly powerful. So let's talk about that powerful touch. What we're talking about is dorsal massage, which is really just a fancy way of saying a back massage. But here's the key thing to remember. This isn't just about a temporary, that feels nice moment. The science actually shows us that this is a specific, non-drug approach that leads to real, measurable changes in your body and brain. So you're probably wondering, how on earth can a simple touch do all that? Well, it's pretty fascinating. It's all about outsmarting our own nervous system. Let's get into the first big scientific idea here, the concept of closing the pain gate. So it all comes down to something called the gate control theory of pain. Now, just picture this. Your nervous system has these little gates in your spinal cord, and they decide which messages get through to your brain. And the cool part is, a non-painful signal, like say the pressure from a massage, can basically run ahead and slam that gate shut before the pain signal even has a chance. All right, to really get this, you need to know about the two main players in this game. Think of them like two different highways heading to your brain. You've got one lane, the C fibers, and they're like the slow, bumper-to-bumper traffic carrying those dull, chronic pain signals. But then you have the A beta fibers. They're the express lane, the super fast highway carrying the sensation of touch. And the whole secret? It's all about speed. And this is where the magic happens. Massage basically hijacks the system for our own good. That touch fires up those super fast A beta fibers. Their signals just zoom up the spinal cord, winning the race to the brain, no contest. And because they get there first, they create a kind of busy signal at that neural gate. The slow pain signals from the C fibers, they get blocked. They can't get through. Your brain literally doesn't get the full memo that you're in pain. But wait, there's more. Blocking pain is just one part of the equation. Massage also helps with that whole sleeplessness issue by doing something equally amazing. It basically flips a master switch in your body, the rest switch. Okay, so our bodies pretty much have two modes, right? You've got your fight or flight mode, the sympathetic state. That's when you're on high alert, you're stressed, your heart's pounding. And then there's the rest and digest mode, the parasympathetic state. That's all about deep calm, healing, just chilling out. The problem is, for a lot of people dealing with chronic pain, their body gets stuck in that fight or flight mode. They're just running on stress hormones 24/7, and it makes it almost impossible to get real deep rest. And this is where massage steps in. That gentle, steady pressure sends a powerful message to your nervous system. It basically says, hey, it's okay to stand down. You can relax now. It guides the body out of that high alert mode and into a state of real relaxation. It's like shifting the gears in a car. You're going from high stress overdrive down to a smooth, calm cruise. Okay, so let's recap. We've closed the pain gate and we've flipped the rest switch. Pretty cool, right? But what does that actually mean for a person's daily life? What does it feel like? Let's check out the amazing ripple effect this all has. When your body shifts into that rest and digest mode, it's not just in your head. It actually kicks off this awesome chain reaction in your brain. Your body starts pumping out more serotonin, which, by the way, helps make melatonin, the hormone that tells you it's time to sleep. It also boosts dopamine, which is key for your mood. And these aren't just happy chemicals. They are the actual managers of a good night's sleep and a balanced mood. So when you put it all together, the results are fantastic and they're real. You translate all this science into everyday life, and what do you get? Less pain. That leads to better sleep. And when you sleep better, your brain works better. You have more energy during the day. It's this amazing positive cycle that just keeps feeding itself. And it all starts with something as simple as a touch. So that just leaves us with one final thing to think about. We have all this incredible, complex medicine and technology today. But maybe, just maybe, some of the best, most powerful healing can start with something so basic, so simple, so human. Just a simple, caring touch